We must act and leave doubts in the past. Doubted, and then got together and set reality in one moment with all calm determination. Otherwise, complex goals are achieved in the same way as simple ones. Only more time is required and systematic work on techniques achieve goals. This is the frame backlight and the reflection task. You must not only set their goal with the plate, but also live in a state as if this goal has already been achieved. Please tell me, the plate and the assembly point are the same thing or not? Not the same thing. When the plate is activated, its tip falls into assembly point. But knowing this is optional. Nobody knows exactly how our energy information field is arranged. Not even physical anatomy thoroughly studied. If weaving the plate out of hair, will it help something? No, nothing will help. Is it possible that if I'm left-handed, then it can work for me in tension on the contrary, that is, in the mirror order and the opposite to my order? You're left-handed or right-handed. It makes no difference.
No.
Effect. Question on practice. During the glass of water and generator intentions, does it make sense to turn on the braid at the same time? Or better to separate these things? It does not make sense to include the plate with these techniques.
Each
technique works in its own way to achieve the goal well and will effectively use all three techniques: generator, glass, the plate. Only apart. I say this not because it is impossible or impossible. Everything possible and possible, but it will be easier
for you.
Why is it not always possible to activate the plate?
What
is it from depends on? And yet, when I can activate it, I feel it between the shoulder blades, but for some reason I'm in the solar plexus, the feeling that happens with excitement, for example. Although I am at this moment completely calm, not everyone immediately succeeds. Those who have never worked with energies need a little practice. The plate, as well as the ability to handle it, need to be developed. Read the chapter Spit with Streams. Sensations in solar plexus false. They have to get through. Do not pay on them attention. Focus on the plate. The plate is behind the back, behind the shoulder blades. By the end of the day, I find that the whole day was almost asleep, and the algorithm used very little. And it was a discovery. For me, no I conscious. I'm just an ordinary sleeping. I'm working on it now. Question. When I activate the braid, I notice for myself that it's on me finds drowsiness. I start to yawn. I just want to close my eyes, go to bed for a couple of hours. Strange state. What's the matter? With energy in a normal mode, everything is fine. I get enough sleep, eat right, there is decent physical activity. Drowsiness is a sign that in your energy body changes occur. Something is supplemented, adjusted. Many of those who first begin to engage in energy practices experience drowsiness
and
work with the plate, especially when she used in conjunction with flows, is an energy practice. Question about the plate? I can't visualize it. Decipher more precisely your phrase tilted to the back. How is it? I'm right. I understand that if, for example, I raise my hand a little forward, then the plate rises, only with the exact opposite direction? Yes, you understand correctly. And how else to understand the phrase tilted? Many people ask this question. You are like foreigners, do not know the meaning. Words. Find a girl with the plate, grab the tip and reject the braid a little back at an angle to the back. Understand what is tilted? However, the plate does not have to be represented exactly as the
plate.
Just notice what's behind you, behind the shoulder
blades.
If you don't feel anything, then take a breath and imagine as if your back is vertically hanging arrow from the back of the head to the shoulder blades. Simply arrow like vector. Now exhale and imagine the arrow turned so that she stood at an angle to her back. If you still don't feel anything, then try initiate a sensation. Call it intentionally. Start slowly, slowly inhale the air through your nose, and at the same time feel how with your shoulder blades, something rises or heaves. This will be plate. Breathe out and push it back a little. While exhaling, it activates better. If the plate does not feel well, then you will have to work a little. With her, exercise with the sensations behind the shoulder blades. On the inhale and exhale, initiate these sensations yourself, as you can, how it will turn out, and the plate eventually wake up.
It's
Advisable to train yourself to activate it on active exhalation.
I
Have such a feature, a complete lack of ability to visualize.
that
I can't, for example, visually recall that event.
scientists
Have identified such a deviation and called it a fantasy. In total, 6% of people on the globe suffer from this. What to do about it? If visualization does not work well or fails at all, use thought forms to highlight the frame. This also works. In the book, The Projector of Separate Reality contains many practical, useful thought forms. I'm afraid to seem ridiculous or very stupid, but please explain to me what end of the plate intent is highlighted, that facing the shoulder blades or opposite, reversed from shoulder blade side? What difference does it make? What end and where? Is this end necessary, and just the sensation of the plate is enough? Nothing else need to know.